Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We are back in Dol Amroth. So you will remember on the last episode we left off after talking to some of the scholars in Dol Amroth. They told us about the Kinstrife, the Kingdom of Gondor, and Lothíriel's betrothal to Boromir, which we of course know can no longer happen, and that's what we need to tell her. So Lothíriel was really not looking forward to that marriage. Dorthanet had advised her not to marry Boromir, but now she doesn't need to worry about this.
You have returned. Why do you appear so sorrowful? What is wrong?
You have returned from the library archives, Beriathan? Have you learned anything that will help us defend against the attacks of Umbar? Why do you appear so sorrowful? What is wrong? There is no easy way to give such tidings as you have of Boromir, but you do the best you can and tell Lothíriel that he fell in battle protecting those who could not protect themselves. Her face betrays a confused mixture of emotion. I do not know what to say, Beriathan. Boromir was a good man. He always had my love and my respect, and I would have married him for Gondor. His father the steward dreamed of the triumph of the kingdom, and in the dream I was a garlanded queen in Minas Tirith beneath a fair and golden sun. My father too had a similar dream. He dreamed that I was in a high place wearing a golden crown. Lothíriel wipes the dampness in her eyes with the back of her sleeve. I am mourning for my cousin Beriathan and for Gondor. I wasn't happy with the marriage much, but now that he is gone I am sad for his passing, glad that he attained glory, and angry for my relief. I do not know how I feel.
I will grieve at another time. For now I must be strong.
While my father is away, I must rule in Dol Amroth. I do not have the time to come to terms with this loss, Beriathan. I will grieve at another time and reconcile my feelings then. For now, I must be strong. By the set of her jaw, you see that Lothíriel is resolved, and the strength of her father is in her. I sent forth the Swan Knight for two purposes. One was the purpose of a ruler, to ensure the safety of her people. The other purpose was that of a rebellious child, acting out against the wishes of her father in the only way she could. That purpose I regret. Now is the time for the Swan Knights to return to Dol Amroth, for I will have need of them if we are to survive the menace of Umbar and these heirs of Castamir. Travel first to the beacon on Amon Lontir east of the city, and tell Nedhros to return. He is the nearest Swan Knight and is advanced in age, but it has not decreased his skill one measure. Travel then to the beacon of Maegont in Lamedan. Heladir is the knight I sent to Lamedan, and he is also brave of heart. The last of the knights I sent forth is named Rovalanc, and he will be somewhere in the Blackroot Vale. I know not where, but we do. So don't you worry, Lothíriel, we got you covered with this. With all the knights you need to master. But before we leave the city, you might also remember we received word of Corsairs seemingly within the city, suspicious fellows asking for us, and that of course also needs to be investigated before we move on. So let us do just that. So yeah, there was something around here in the Court of the Found. You. Yeah, take a look at this fellow, the scars, shaven head, long beard. This kind of knife, suspicious, but not subtle.
What is this world coming to?
So, you're the one Captain Abedec is looking for. I've been searching for you, Beriathan. You and your friend, Captain Jajax. You and Jajax are both dead. I'll tell Abedec you're here and you'll rue the day you cross the Corsairs. Wow. You started? All guns blazing? Well, let me do the same. And we'll see who's laughing in the end. You have defeated the disguised Corsair in the Court of the Found, but his threats were unsettling. and there is someone else at the wharf. So, let us go there. This is one of the situations in which you can die if you are not careful. Trying to go down the wharf from here. If you have auto run toggled, for whatever reason are using your war steed or are just not paying attention, there's no way you will survive this fall. Or maybe you just want to save time and you think, well, it's just a couple stairs. What can go wrong? A lot of things can go wrong. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Trust me. Now, Anirwen has refreshed her quest for the fish, the catch of the day, but we're not gonna do more fishing today. This guy is either dyeing his hair or dyeing his beard. I don't see any other explanation for his hair.
What's your name?
Captain Abedec sends his regards, Beriathan. It seems we have found you at last. Now, where is Jajax? The captain wants his head atop the mast of his ship to answer for his crimes. It would look nice next to yours. Captain Abedec's threats are severe indeed, but empty thus far. And there was one more suspicious fellow at the warehouse. I guess we could have technically gotten the fishing quest. It's along the way to the warehouse, but, well, what is done is done. And fishing, in any case, takes a lot of time. So, yeah, I'd much rather focus on the task at hand for the moment. Now, who do we have here? Jajax! How are you doing?
Why are you bothering me?
Oh there, I've been looking for you, Beriathan, but the people of this city only give me strange looks and never answers. You cannot help but laugh at Jajax's present appearance in the city of his enemies. Why do you laugh? I left much of my armor behind and wrapped myself in this flimsy lady's cloak like the men here do. Is the disguise insufficient? In all seriousness, my friend, I am glad to see you. You have defeated all but one of the captains of the Corsairs. Only Abedec remains, and he is the deadliest and cruelest of all. Now, as you can see here, this jacket would provide a very decent upgrade. This is a really cool cosmetic to have as well, but I think I already have this saved with another character, so let us go with this one. Completed! Quests of Belfalas. Awesome! Reputation increased by 700. Hero of Belfalas. Loyalty is now level 47. Let us take a look at that. Hero of Belfalas. You know what? Yeah. I like that title. I like how that sounds. So, what else do we have in here? Some camps, some enemies' camps. Well, let us see what Jajax wants.
I do not ask much of you.
If we do not take out Abedec, he will not rest until we are both hunted down and beheaded, for that is his style. I always admired him for it, but not when it's my head on the line. Do you wish to work together once more? I say we split up and investigate the two camps where Corsairs have made their landing south of Dol Amroth. You go to the beach to the southwest, and I will investigate the ruins to the south. Search for Abedec, but do not engage him. We must fight him together. Let us meet on the crossroads between the two camps when we're done. Alright, so our path now takes us on two different directions. One, tracking Abedec and the Corsairs, and the other one, the Swan Knights and Lothíriel. But that would have us return to Amon Lontir. Now, this is the time where I kind of regret having applied my milestone to Dol Amroth. Because we could have had an easy time going back to Amon Lontir that way, but it's not a big deal. So for the time being, let us focus on tracking the Corsairs to the southwest, said Jajax. Let us do just that. So you see the Corsair ships on the horizon. That's where we're headed. Around that area, if I remember correctly, we would also be able to find, yeah, Adderjan. There he goes. Solo battle! You have encountered Adderjan the Brute. He wanders about Belfalas murdering innocents and pillaging small homes for amusement. Well, I didn't expect him to be a solo warband. Usually, the warbands on the very last region of any given zone are the hardest ones. You remember, like Bugud, in East Rohan, Black Root, I think it was, on Wildermore, the Priestess of Isengard in Helm's Deep. All those were raid warbands. Not a solo one, but well, that's great. You have slain Adderjan the Brute and vanquished a threat to the safety of all that dwell within Belfalas. Cool, awesome. Do you mind? I'm trying to manage my inventory and you're not helping. So before I forget, let me see this one that we just got. Agility, Vitality. We will lose some finesse, but a critical rating maybe? Yeah, a little, but I think I'm gonna go with it. Hey, this armor looks kinda cool. The full set, yeah, looks kinda nice. But I still prefer the look of the light armor one. Now let us look for a path down that camp. Here we are. Banner of Umbar. Of course, we're gonna have a couple more quests in here. And that's great. Banners of Umbar. The Corsairs boldly fly their colors in Hashadir, the encampment near Dol Amroth. You should replace their banners with Gondorian colors, for this land has not yet been claimed for Umbar. Well, yeah, sure, the banner of Belfalas works. I don't know why I was expecting a white tree. We're not there yet. You have found Hashadir and Corsairs are everywhere. You should defeat the Corsairs that have landed and claimed Hashadir. That's one. The Corsairs of Hashadir have drawn a number of rowing boats ashore, using this to get to and from their old ships. You should destroy the rowing boats, poking holes in the bottom so that the boats will sink when used. Okay. I don't see any more banners. Ah, there's one. But I think I can grab these 3 guys here. Easy. That was easy. Now, Yeah, this is a place for some of the boats we're looking for. Is down? Perfect. How many boats we need? 6. Seems all of them are here. This boat will not make it far before becoming waterlogged. Couple more of them. Adorned chest. Cool. Find the last rowing boat and use it to get to the toll ships? Am I really gonna go and buy the Corsairs at their own game? Okay. This is a good vantage point to look for Abedec. This is a good vantage point, yeah. What do we have here? You see no signs of Captain Abedec from this vantage point. We can technically go and look for Jajax now, but we still need to. We'll do a couple more things in here. Where's the boat we'll need to use? Is this one? Yeah. You should take the last rowing boat off to the toll ships. The last rowing boat can be found on the shore at Hashadir, south of Dol Amroth. You should take the last rowing boat to the toll ships anchored offshore. Awesome! Level 100. Here we have featured instance. Alright, well, there you go. But, oh, take a look at all these things we have in here. Chaos on the sea. You should do whatever you can to wreak havoc upon the toll ships anchored off the shore at southern Belfalas. Yeah. We're not gonna be leveling up for the time being, so we're back with the Stone of the Tortoise. Dol Amroth, City Guard. You have received a summons from Beriathan, leader of the City Guard of Dol Amroth. You should head to the city and make his acquaintance. Yes, but not yet. And all these introductions, Central Gondor, Eastern Gondor, Far Anorian, Old Anorian, we're gonna take them, of course, but once again, we're gonna check why they say exactly, and we're gonna complete them when the time comes. Otherwise, well, who knows what we would find there. So, now, a Corsair rider here. You should defeat the Corsairs that remain on their boats anchored off of the beach at Hashadir. So, we have here some pitch, burn. And you know what this means? We can finally get our level 100 weapons, legendary items, and start all the imbuing process. Once again, at the time of recording this, imbuement is still a thing. That sounds like it's gonna change in the near future. And most likely, by the time you get to see this video, this system is no longer going to exist. But it still does, and I would say it would still be valuable advancing it as much as possible. If the Virtue revamp is any sign of what the legendary item revamp is gonna be, having your things maxed out is gonna give you a pretty good head start once the new system hits. And trying to go without imbuing before that revamp hits live, that is for sure gonna be difficult. So yeah, any way you look at it, we still need to do that. And I will most likely do in between this episode and the next one, or at the very, or at most the next 2 episodes or so. That also depends on how this episode ends, but we'll see when we get there. Did I miss anything? Third, to the third pole ship. Yeah, that's where we were. To the fourth pole ship. Yeah, I got the wrong boat. Sorry. Alright. One more treasure chest burned. Barrel of pitch. Still missing. 5th tall ship? There's a 5th one? How many ships are here? Maybe we can burn this barrel without drawing attention to ourselves. Yeah. To the shore. Yeah, bye-bye. You have created a great deal of havoc on the tall ships of the Corsairs anchored off of Hashadir. And you have defeated numerous Corsairs on their ships. The threat from the ships parked offshore from Hashadir is lessened due to your valiant efforts. And what do we need to do in here? That's it seems. City Guard, no. And Tarlank's Crown, no. So yeah, for the time being, these other 3. So for this camp, defeating a couple more Corsairs and taking care of a few more banners. You have defeated numerous Corsairs at Hashadir, lessening the threat to the shores of Gondor. Cool. Now, we just need to find banners. I will not complain if I can find a heavy adorned chest along the way. Hopefully getting a few more emerald shards for the legendary items. Otherwise, they are pretty easy to get. You can barter for them at the skirmish camp, or you can also go to Helm's Deep, and you can also get some shards there for helming as tokens, I believe it is. Banner of Umbar, there's another one here. Oh jeez. Yeah, I guess they are not lying. They would see a guy trying to pass by them from that close, but still. Yeah, sneaking is not good at sneaking. That's why I have not played a burglar. I have tried playing a burglar. I got one to level 18, 20ish, something like that. But yeah, that kind of gameplay is not for me. Wooden chest, adorned chest. Okay, the last banner isn't there. But of course, we're gonna pull a lot of guys. I might as well fight him, you know? That's it. You have literally Hashadir with the flags of Gondor, which will do much to dishearten the Corsairs who have begun to raid this southern land. So that means we can leave this camp and yeah, meet Jajax at the crossroads. That would also take us really close to Amon Lontir. Maybe not super close, but it's something, at least. We just need to leave the camp. I think we can ride even the wars, stay done. Try to avoid most of these guys. Still really surprised Artijan was not a group warband. I was expecting at least a fellowship warband there. Agility, vitality, fate, physical mastery, no. And this one, agility, vitality, physical mastery? Maybe. But that's just a big maybe. Jajax is nowhere to be found. Something must have gone wrong. Yeah, that seems likely. Luckily, he did tell us where he was going, so at least we know where to go to look for him. Let us ride because it seems... Oh, come on. It seems though those ruins are quite a way off to the south. I do wonder... A place this isolated looks to be a perfect spot for one of the treasure caches. Maybe we will be lucky and we will be able to find at least one more. That would be really nice. Do we even need to cross the bridge? No. No, this bridge to the Cape of Belfalas, yeah, that is if you want to go to the housing area. Premium houses in West Gondor. How far can you go? Oh! Last time I did this, there was a portal in between the two areas. I'm so glad to see they are seamlessly connected now. That's awesome. That's amazing. Now, if you want to go from the Keep of Belfalas to Central Gondor, you would still go through a portal, but at least this one doesn't require one. I could have sworn it did. I'm not so sure now. Here we have the last place we were looking for. Yeah, take a look at here. The Corsairs. They think they are so safe in here, but let us prove them wrong. Discovered Abedec's watch. So we have completed camps of the enemies. A loyalty has changed to level 48. That's great. Camps of the enemies in here. Scout of West Gondor marks points virtue XP. 5 LOTRO points, and now here. Corsairs at Abedec's watch have taken to looting the old Gondorian ruins here, stealing many ancient relics that should not be moved from this historic site. Alright. Recover relics, and now Warhounds and their Corsair handlers prowl throughout Abedec's watch on the coast of Belfalas, concealed among some old Gondorian ruins. You should battle the Warhounds and the Corsairs who act as their brutal masters. Adorned chest. Yeah, that's still Westamnet, right? Yeah. If some of these were Anorian nodes, I will certainly go for them. But right now I think we can skip most of them. Unless it's a heavy one, which has more chances of dropping the emerald shards, I don't think I'm gonna try and get them. Barrel of powder, what's that? Several sinister-looking barrels lie around Abedec's watch in the southern tip of the Havens of Belfalas. You should destroy the barrels, for they are likely filled with some weaponry to be used by the Corsairs against Gondor. So that's one. Moving on. Going deep into this camp. You have reclaimed several Gondorian relics from the Corsairs at Abedec's watch. Great. No more barrels of powder around here. This enemy camp is huge. And it seems we have finally found the Warhounds that we also needed to look for. One more barrel over here. Making good progress, but kind of strange. I thought those barrels would be a little bit easier to find. And they don't seem to be that easy to find. Or at least they are scattered all around these ruins. And once again, I'm really surprised at their size. I didn't expect this camp to be so huge. Alright, there is Jajax. And here we have some more couple barrels of powder. But maybe, yeah, the last Hound Keeper is around here. You have defeated the evil warhounds prowling with their masters in Abedec's watch. And I think the last 2 barrels we can actually take on our way to Abedec. There's one and there's the other, yeah. On our way to Jajax, sorry. But Abedec is surely somewhere near. You have destroyed the explosive brought ashore by Abedec's Corsairs. They were surely intended to bring down the old stone walls of Gondor's ancient cities. Jajax, you okay? Well, at least it seems you got your armor back. Yeah, that disguise you tried wasn't really fooling anyone.
Tell me what you need or move along.
Beriathan, you must escape quickly. He is coming. It is too late for me, but run, run! Well, before I run, let me see what you have for me. Agility. Well, gonna take this and check the stats later.
I'll not be ignored.
He is coming, Beriathan. He is coming. Do not tarry here any longer. He is coming for my head, and he will take yours too. Jajax seems afraid for the first time since you've known the bold and unusual Corsair. You should free him from his bonds at once and make your escape. Let us try, yeah. You fool, you do not deserve to die here in this way. You've gone soft, Jajax. Well, we'll see who's really soft. You have defeated Abedec, the last of the vengeful Corsair captains.
Why are you bothering me?
We've done it, Beriathan. The last captain has been defeated, and we are free to do as we will without being haunted. I suppose you'll go back to your silly heroic ways, and I'll go back to my mischief, but I will never forget the Warden who bested my men at drinking and avenged them in death. Go well, Beriathan. May the seas take you gently to the shore on which you find your rest. And may they take you safely too, Jajax. An unusual encounter, an unusual friend, an unusual Corsair. A very unusual man all around. But it's hard not to grow attached to him to some extent. Jajax, it's a really fun guy to hang around with. But, well, that was it, as you can see. We just need to go back to Lothíriel and tell her the Corsair threat. Well, at least some of those Corsair captains have been defeated. Ah, Beriathan. Okay, that's for the Dol Amroth, a city guard. Well, there are many different things that we can do in Dol Amroth now, but for the time being, we're gonna just focus on telling Lothíriel what transpired with Jajax and Abedec. And I told you I was gonna get a better picture of this place. Right? I totally did. Let me see. Yeah, even from here, I think it looks a little bit better. That lady over there is kind of getting in the middle of the picture, but we could get her out of the frame. Wow. Yeah. Amazing. You know, take a good moment to absorb this. How amazing Dol Amroth is. How amazing the court of the prince is. Wow. It was great. I am also a big fan of this music too. This particular theme. We have more swan knights at the gate. It's really hard trying to get them like this, I would say. Yeah. You tell Lothíriel of Jajax and your journey amongst the Corsairs, ending in the defeat of the cruelest captain of all. An incredible tale, Beriathan. It sounds as if you have done much to aid us against the courses of Umbar, though I do not think much of your choice of friends. I only hope that your efforts may keep us safe. Yeah, have my word. Now this seems to be the perfect time to actually upgrade this. Agility, yeah, vitality, finesse, physical mastery, finally. Something really good. Do you have any other quest for me? No. Seems this is the end of the quest line. In Western Gondor. Yeah, it kind of works. Yeah, gonna do it like this. So yes, it seems this is the end of the quest lines, well, the landscape, at least, of Western Gondor. We still need to go through the epic. I think we can at least go back to Amon Lontir. Yeah, we should definitely be able to go back to Amon Lontir, but so that I don't forget, I'm gonna get these two quests on my quest tracker. Gonna try and do some of them and see how far I can go, especially with a Tarlank's Crown, which is not easy, or at least wasn't the last time I did this at level cap. Since class balance has changed over the years, and everyone is overall more powerful than a few years ago, it might be that Tarlank's Crown is not as hard as I remember and I can do some or most of it on my own. Can also be that it's still as hard as I remember. We'll need to check. But it seems we're not getting anywhere any more Dol Amroth reputation, so that means we'll need to actually use tasks to get the last few thousand reputation that we are missing. At least we're gonna get another ingredient. Let me get the hatches really quick. Yeah, only having one task item for all your 10 tasks is not time efficient, but is very inventory efficient. And right now, I really needed the extra slots on my bags. Where else can we go from here? Well, Hadrent. I can't go to Amon Lontir. Are you for real? Let me double check this on my collection. Oh my god. there is no stable master at Amon Lontir. I totally shouldn't have. Totally shouldn't have gotten the milestone in Dol Amroth. Now I do regret it a lot.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I could have sworn there was a stable master at Amon Lontir. Oh my god. Of course, we also need to get the epic on our tracker too. So, let me see here. What are we missing? We're missing one beacon that is in Lamedon. I have not forgotten about that one. We can technically go back and also finish exploring the paths of the dead. The treasure caches are just time consuming, but I want to save that for later. I think I'm gonna give it a try to Hammock next time we are in the Blackroot Vale. And that is basically all of it. We might be able to complete at least that east layer of West Gondor. At least that one. Yeah, and you can see here the beacons in the day are far more visible, at least the smoke is. And you have... And there's the third there on the horizon at some point. And of course this one. Where we will find the Nedhros. Yeah, there he is.
I will return, but there is something I must tell you first. We are under attack.
You say that Lothíriel has commanded my return to the city? I will return, of course, but there is something I must say to you first, young one. Nedhros laughed sharply. You have interrupted me during a brief lull in the battle, my timely new friend. I routed a group of Corsair raiders, but they are certain to return. Indeed, I hear them approach once more. Well, good luck trying to defeat a Swan Knight of Dol Amroth and a Citadel Guard of Minas Tirith, because we are Gondor elite. So, yeah, you don't stand any real chance. You have defeated the Corsair raiders and now Nedhros can return. Okay. And we can talk to Heladir by the beacon of Maegond in Lamedon. The beacon of Maegond. Ah, this one. I really want to go there, but I think he will also have some sort of extra objective for us. It's never as simple as just talking to him and advancing the quest. And I'm not sure I have actually all the time I need for this. So, correcting the previous mistake, the milestone in Ost Lontir for the time being works for what I want to do. And yeah, we are getting ready to return to Lamedon and find Heladir by the beacon of Maegond. That, however, will be a matter for the next episode, as our time for today has ended. So this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.